think that's good.
Let's head out to the Hoarfrost Reach and try to pick up those Legiana's trail.
I have no clue if everything's okay. Oh yeah, I think I'm good. Oh yeah, I think I'm good. Yay! Okay. So now that should be everything set up. I think everything's set up. Oh, I forgot to check that. Okay, yeah, everything's good and set up. Except for tangle of cords right now. So, yeah. I'm going to be focusing on getting through a bit of Iceborne, trying to get set up so that then I have an easier time. And mostly, I need a replacement weapon. And that on its own is going to be a thing. As for armor, there isn't much that I can do early Iceborne.
Good to see you.
At least nothing that's going to be a good replacement for what I've been working with thus far. Mostly because there isn't a lot of attack focus options. I mean, I could grab Weakness Exploit for the Horn Torp Coil Beta Plus. But aside from that and the helmet, if I chose to get that extra Dragon Resist, or no, Dragon Attack, not much else I could do. The Bayo, or not the Bayo, the Gaju boots could be helpful with the aquatic and polar mobility. I'm really not sure of any sort of good starting setup. Yeah, no, I should focus on weapons first. Just so that then I can have that squared away and have some good damage not opportunities, options. Because not being able to take advantage of the equipment I have at the time. Like right now, the only thing that's better than the defender weapon would probably be the basic ore weapon. And the only downside is the lack of blast blight. But if I get a non-elemental jewel, that'll help so much. I just need to find one. And I could make the... Actually... Yeah, I might be able to work on getting some new equipment down the bone tree. If I was so inclined. The show weapon isn't that bad and actually does have higher raw damage, but that negative affinity is what brings down my thoughts on using it. that's not going to happen anytime soon. So I think for right now, as much as the defender armor has helped me, I just need to go with the armor I was planning to put together for the end of high rank. So that also means I get to change layered armors. And I do need to fix the color. Or because, I like the regular color palette of Monster Hunter, just sometimes it's a bit too desaturated or a bit too saturated. Now, I should be all set up to take full advantage of my gem lineup as far as I can get. And probably just move things to better have skills set up. And actually, I don't need this attack jewel. That one, I need at least one. So let's see, what could I put on that would help with this? I would love to have a focus jewel. Earplugs, I can take it or leave it because I only have the one. And that, on its own, doesn't really help all that much. The flight jewel's good just because the extra attack power. I could add on the resistance jewel, or the resistor jewel, as well as the survival jewels. And survival is a good skill to have if you're in an area that you can take advantage of it. Yeah, my gem lineup isn't that great. Especially since I don't have many good 3-slot gems. That's kind of the problem with jumping to master rank without really putting much time into base world. I can toss in the Mire Walker jewel since that'll help with the snow. And the Protector Jewel just for the 15% chance to reduce damage. Now I need to make sure the armor is fully upgraded so that then I don't become just a smear of red paste on the ground. And yeah, generally this is probably better defense than I'm going to get on the defender stuff. Because, yeah, the defender stuff is just slightly worse armor-wise. It really depends on the piece. It's on par with the Nergi coil. But everything else seems to be just better. And I, of course, went with the attack boost because I think it complements, maybe. I just kind of went with it because the set I'm using right now is the one that I used my first time going through base world. I should turn myself down a bit. Because it was getting a bit loud. Yeah, I just would love to shore up some skills. Mostly focus. Yeah, I'm getting the small affinity boost from attack power, and really I only need to go to attack 4, and then I get the affinity boost, and attack on its own isn't that great, unless you have ways of augmenting it further. Quick Sheath from my gem, just because Greatsword. Quick Sheath is great. Weakness Exploit. Ever since Iceborne, it's really hit a point of, for me, it's not that great, because I don't get a chance to terrorize the monster so often. But with Hammer, it's really broken. Focus helps, because it's focus. Greatsword just helps. Blight Resistance, I would love to have the full thing. Airborne helps in case I do use jump attacks, and Divine Blessing. Better chance. Survival Expert. Just gives health from environmental items. And improves the ones that already give you health, so that definitely is a plus. And I only have the aquatic or polar mobility to help with the reach. I should look at some of the quests I have. Yeah, I need to definitely do some of these. And that would help to unlock some of the armor. I mean, in the case of everything here, not really. But upgrading the harvest box would be nice. Upgrading the ghillie mantle would be really nice. And as for events, maybe. Special reward, special reward. Yeah, I'd have to consider a lot of these. Since some of them I'd be able to do. And they would definitely help in increasing my hunter rank. That would be nice because of... I can't remember what every Hunter's Dream 2 was. I think that was the Charge Blade. Some of the stuff I can't remember very well. I believe 50 Shades of White is the Guild Palace weapons. This looks like the thing for the Charge Blade. So I can't remember for the life of me what this was. Oh, it was the Palico equipment. Okay. I should have read the quest stuff. Yeah, a lot of this is just... A lot of these are just the bonus hunter rank / master rank points. A lot of these I probably do just because of the hunter rank and master rank points reward. Others I'd probably end up taking on just because the special materials. Mostly, I'd go with the Arch-Tempereds, because those have the layered armor attached to them. For the special layered armor, that is. I do have the low rank stuff that I need to do. Well, not the low rank, the high rank stuff. And I do need to take on Behemoth properly. And hopefully not end up fainting 5 times. As well as unlocking Lunastra. Right now, since the focus is to head to the Reach, just gonna toss those in there. And head out to continue Iceborne. I do need to take more time to level up my cat. Because I think that might also be what's holding me back a bit for some quests.
Well, look who it is.
You're here! I didn't know you were already out here.
Guess I got a little antsy. Let me guess. Chasing after those Legiana.
Yep, we're about to hit the trail now.
Well, I got my own investigation to work on. We can compare notes later. I'll leave those Legiana to you two.
So like many expeditions, I'm just going to gather as much as I can. Just to have it on hand. Except for anything gunner related, since I don't need to worry about any gunner supplies, as I don't use that weapon type.
Oh. Oh.
I probably have to follow the handler instead of actually investigate anything. Because when they... So for when they mean investigate, they just mean follow the handler.
All right, I should get moving. I'm heading this way. See you around.
Okay, let's find those Legiana tracks, Pard. Legiana tracks. They look like they're heading this way. More tracks. We're going the right way.
Why is there always a conveniently placed
A dead
wall
end.
blocking the way?
I don't think we're getting past here.
Don't worry, I'll just summon forth a Devil Joe and
Let's
he'll
keep
knock it
looking
down.
and see what we can find.
I mean, there are so many monsters that end up unlocking areas. And I mean, in the older games, there were secret areas that you could get to by having the monster knock down a wall. Like, I could remember
Let's
the
see what's up
Tundra
this
area
way.
in 3 has an area connected to 1, I think, that if a monster were to go to sleep,
Wow, it really opens up
sometimes it'll
here.
head to that secret area.
Let's go have a look.
And I like that. I wish that was a thing in World. That would have
Did something just move up there?
really added to this. Mostly, it would
Wait,
add
Is that a
to
burst Wyverian?
exploration. Just having a
ask
secret
about the
area that's
Legiana.
only accessible when a monster's in a specific state. Kind of like the area Nergy goes to sleep in. And he opens it up more if you fight him there.
Thank you so much. But where exactly is below? Look, the scout flies are headed down into that cavern.
That's one rare item out of the way.
Over
Okay.
Here, Bard.
I want to actually explore, not have to go through a scripted moment where it's just
Over here, Bard.
follow through a specific sequence. I am right next to you. I am gathering valuable samples of plants that we may be able to eat.
What do you suppose the tracker is looking into?
Probably something greater than what we're looking into.
Seemed like she had her own reasons for coming out here. Maybe she somehow already knew the hinterlands existed.
Oh, with this area, that reminded me of the one weapon I wish was brought back solely for this area. And that is the Frozen Spear Tuna, the greatest greatsword I have ever used in 3 for a time. Because genuinely, I could only make the Frozen Spear Tuna in 3. Since I had started replaying 3
Look who
I
it is.
had a
Huh?
time
Funny
trying to
you
figure
two
out
would
a
end up
weapon,
here.
and I decided on one
Yeah.
type of weapon, then
We
went
found
back.
some tracks and followed the scout flags.
And then I just
Oh.
kind of decided on
If that's
greatsword.
the case, then we're both heading the same way.
And I used that tuna for so long. Because it was the only thing that was
You
good.
sure about that? I mean, other
Like,
than that
everything
opening, I can't
else
find any
had
other place to
such
go.
a low amount of sharpness.
I'd like to have a look, but
Okay, Demon Kadachi. Now, if only I had a perfectly frozen fish that I could end up using as a greatsword.
guess it'll have to wait.
I kind of forget this was coming up, so I
Always
really should have set up some poison resistance
You with me.
Okay.
and some antidotes. Oh, and
Be
maybe...
careful, Pard.
Okay. Oh, that was a mistake. Better should always bring Farcasters. Out of the two things that I'm learning of this experience, either always bring cool drinks, or not cool drinks, always take the moment to prepare beforehand, or always bring along supplies that you may not actually need. And right now, potions are going to be pretty much the best health I have. I do like how Viper Toby looks. It's a nice design for essentially a subspecies. Okay, there's that. Just oh. This is why I like the Vitality Mantle a lot. It's really helpful. Now, if only I had herbal medicines, then I wouldn't have to go through the animation. Or at least the longer animation. With my health as it is, I am not taking the risk of just sitting there trying to go for a bigger attack than what I'd probably be able to get away with. Okay, 1, 2, wall. Okay. Cool drink effect ran out. Need help. Okay. I'm afraid to take my eyes off of the thing. Oh, yay. Fulgur. Exactly what I wanted to see. It may not be useful at this time, but I will take what I can get. I'm gonna miss. This is why I dislike all forms of ledges. Oh, I messed it up. Okay. Yay, it worked! Oh, hey, Bambro. Oh. This works. Now, if only they properly fought each other. Bambro, please. That was a waste of a sleep toad. Oh. Thanks, Bambro. Really helpful. You know, you just focused on taking me out while I was attacking the monster that has attacked you. Well, I haven't really attacked you. I'm not actively trying to provoke a lot of the monsters, but yeah, I just end up doing so. Okay, at least I'm not poisoned. Okay, I don't have... Ah! I always seem to have problems with Viper Toby. Not regular Toby Kadachi, though. Only Viper. And I'm not sure if it's the fact of toss paralysis and poison together and you get a monster that will almost always guarantee a kill. Or if it's due to the fact of just how mobile the monster is. Hello, Bambro. You only seem to have a problem with me when I'm fighting another monster. Ah. Okay. Just refill on ammo. Base. Wall. I love how that was a trade-off. That I dislike. Just do a bit of tenderizing. Oh, I should have quickly switched over to trapping supplies. just wait over here till they fall asleep. Then, with no possibility of ledge interference, there we
You
go.
okay, Park? Let's call this expedition a wrap
Aside
and
from a
load
bit
back
of
up.
wounded pride, I'm fine. Now, could I please explore more? I would love to explore as much as possible. Why? I genuinely don't understand why some monsters just decide, yeah, no, because you exist in this space, I must now attack you. It just, for some it makes sense because they're aggressive territorial monsters. Others it's just, why? Yeah, I won't be able to explore any more than what I already have. Trying to remember. So yeah, you got that there, that one there. It's already. Yeah, the others are up here. So yay, I'm still stuck with those two camps. Well, since I have to go back to the hand, or to exit out the quest, that isn't a quest. Oh yeah, this is just something I've gone to thinking about lately. are expeditions actually that good for hunting monsters? Because generally the rewards are worse than the rewards you get from quests, and you get no hunter
Well,
rank
shall we?
increase. You just really get the research points, and even then, not that much.
Watch your step.
When you consider you get a good amount of points from an older game that had a similar mechanic of 3.
Would you look at that?
Doesn't look like a ship from any of our fleets. No, this is older than the Commission itself.
Found you. Take a look at this shard. Never seen anything like it. This handwriting.
You've seen it?
It was long before the first fleet was dispatched. There was an explorer searching for the new world. I hoped our paths would cross again. Let's see. Monsters displaying disturbing behavior. Song.
Song?
I found a shard. I'm not sure how it was created. I need to check. Sorry, but I can't read the rest.
The Legion's sudden migration. And Song. These notes we found. It's happening right now.
So this thing might be the key to this whole mystery.
Yo! We've been looking all over for you guys. Whoa, look at this old relic.
Can you focus on your job,
Huh?
please?
Sorry.
Astera is calling back its hunters. We need to return ASAP.
What?
So I'm going to get this out of the way now.
My grandfather's.
I've kind of had an
think they're the same.
ongoing thought of...
Wait. You're telling me he brought this from the New World?
I think
Thought
the
I was getting
handler's
closer to the truth.
grandfather could be either somebody related to the
look at that
Caravaneer
again.
from 4, or straight up
You
the
wanna know what really
Caravaneer from
happened,
4.
right? Same as me. We won't let this get away from us.
As he was somebody to
Thanks.
explore, he was somebody who,
But-
upon finding a
Either
shard,
come with
had
me
to
or go
find
home.
answers
Don't second guess
regarding
yourself. There's no time.
where it came
Hey.
from.
Don't worry.
And, out of
I can fill in
everything,
for you and help while you're gone.
I don't
the
really
time
remember the
being,
Caravaneer from
allow
4
me to be
besides
your handler.
a want for
good?
answers.
An offer from the best handler in Astera? You'd be crazy to refuse.
It has no real
Everyone, thank you so much.
backing behind it, but still.
Glad to have a partner.
I like the thought of fleshing out the world with some of
Okay,
the old
looks like we're done
games
here.
stuff,
Let's go.
Good
and
luck.
I just think it's a bit fun to consider that.
This won't be for nothing. Partner, take care.
Oh yeah, that was something I was going to do. Oh, that I'm not sure if it pops up. So,
Thanks for coming on such short
I've been
notice.
playing Monster Hunter World on
As for
Steam,
why I called you back,
and I'm not sure if the Steam notifications I have been popping up lately. I just haven't been paying attention to the capture, and I haven't gone back to look at my old, well, my, not really old, but my previous streams.
hold on. Where's the little gourmand? Still finishing off a few steaks at the canteen?
So I'll definitely look back at that to make sure. And just in case that they do show up, I'll be fixing that by the time I stream next time.
Actually, she's engaged in another investigation at the moment. I'll be supporting her partner for the time being.
I see. Very well then. Let me fill you in. There have been reports of unidentified subspecies in the Wildspire Waste and the Coral Highlands.
Okay.
One seems to be a subspecies of Paolumu, and the other of Puke Puke. The Analytics Division theorizes that the sudden appearance of new subspecies may be linked to whatever caused the Legiana crossing. Their theory is that some sort of change in the environment has upset their normal behavior. Therefore, we need to take these developments seriously. Seeing as how you'd witnessed the altered Legiana firsthand, I thought you'd be perfect.
Understood. Then my temporary partner here will hunt the subspecies, while I provide support and compile detailed reports for analytics.
Very well. I'm counting on you two.
Okay.
You've been tasked with investigating the new subspecies. I look forward to working with you, temporary partner.
Splendid. Okay, what quest? Ah, honey. Always need it. Need to eventually take care of
Let me think.
the ongoing critical bounties. Investigations, not really much that I care about. Investigations are kind of the same way with how I feel about investigations. They're basically quests, but you only get a slight increase in reward. And although that is helpful, it does kind of not help all that much. I'm probably good on blue mushrooms, so I think I'll toss honey in there instead of the blue mushrooms. Okay, no new people that I need to talk to for side quests, which I should get done, but I'm probably not going to do those on stream. That or not during this stream. Okay, need a pure crystal and an eltalite ore. I could take the time to fight Great Jagras to get the Jagras Deathclaw, which is stronger. I may actually just kind of veer off course of what I plan to do just for that. Because if I'm correct, the only thing I'm missing to upgrade the Jagras Jawblade, or the Jagras Blade, is a single high rank material, but I don't want to make this a non-Iceborne and just go back to world thing. I already did as my last Monster Hunter stream, so yeah, single scale, but then I need to do more hunts and a Valhazak one. So I think just going to cut that out of this and just go for that, and maybe jump to the Bambro weapon. Not sure.
No problem.
I just definitely need a weapon that is going to help more than the Defender stuff. Since in getting to Iceborne, the Defender weapon already seems like it's losing its edge. So, I hope you guys don't mind me taking the time to quickly hunt a few great Jagras. And I'm going to try and get them done as fast as possible, so focusing on capturing them rather than just straight up fighting them. Oh, and I can take care of a request as well. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Oh, I should have used a ticket. Okay, well, I'll definitely work hard on making this entertaining, since this isn't what was planned. The plan was to just beeline it to the later stuff, but can't really do that if the weapon isn't good enough. Plus, this is more time to spend with a serious handler. And I care about both handlers equally. You just... having a change of handler isn't such a bad thing. Here we are. It occurs to me I don't really know how long a regular Great Jagras hunt could take. And I do need to go back to base world for a bit. Just to get the Rocksteady Mantle and Temporal Mantle. Since I don't have those. Ow. Let's see. That worked out better than I thought it would. Since usually a monster just kind of runs away from the true charge. One part broken. Let's see about those claws. Okay. That's a lot of Jagras right there. Thank you for walking right into that attack. It's greatly appreciated. Some collateral damage to complete an investigation. Not limping. I never understood why the Scoutflies went specific paths, especially since oftentimes the player can find a faster path to the monster, like what I just did. Instead of going with the Scoutflies, I decided to cut the monster off quickly and not go the recommended route. And I accidentally went with that, but hey, I didn't have the slinger ammo to do a flinch shot. So I think I accidentally made the right call. This, not so much. Hopefully they're nearly done. I just use that up. Oh. That should be done. Ah. I don't mind capturing monsters, it's just every so often it gets a bit draining. And I mean, it's quicker to capture a monster than just kill it. So I've gone on to capturing monsters as a, not last resort, but oh. I saw green, thought it might have been a health up or recovery up gem, and no. My hopes were raised and then dashed.
You've been tasked with investigating the new subspecies. I look forward to working with you, temporary partner.
Okay. Entomology. And talk with the Elder Melder.
Good luck.
That's a decent jewel to have. Looks like nothing else. Is there a jewel out of these that I'd like to make? Not really. And I know I don't have enough of materials for the sword, so another Jagras quest awaits. Let's see about what I have left. Okay, so mains and then a rare item. Okay, let's see if I have a Jagras investigation that I could set up. Not worth it because of the 35-minute time limits to hunt both a Rathian and a Jagras, and the likelihood of getting the Fey Wyvern gem is then lessened because of the other monster being there. So, regular quest it is. Unless there's a great Jagras event that is simple and doesn't involve other monsters. I'm gonna say a resounding no. Not assigned. Need to Actually, I'm going to use a ticket. Since the Fey Wyvern gem. Plus, if I don't use the tickets, when will I use them?
No time for warming up, I guess. Hope you're ready.
Oh, well, this is fine. I just need to learn where Great Jagras is. Because I apparently don't have enough research on him to just know where he is. Well, I can grab the Anjaneth track so that I at least know where he is. Then I can grab the Jagras one over here. I do like how you can gather tracks to find the location of the monster rather than having to search all over the map, find the monster, paintball them, and then have knowledge of where they are. So, out of all the monsters that World has added to the series, Great Jagras is actually one of the ones that I feel really fits to replace the general Drome or Great Jaggy. It's a good beginner monster who helps the player learn, while also being a decent challenge later on. Because of the swarm tactics it has, and the fact that it isn't another raptor monster. We have way too many early game raptor monsters that end up going into the later portion of the series. And that can just end up getting tiring after a while, especially when the variety doesn't really change. And the looks have very minor differences. Like between Great Jaggy and Great Froggy, the differences are actually noticeable. Besides just a difference in coloration and maybe a small change to the model's appearance. And as for the drones, really the only big change is ever seen in the Eodrome in comparison to the others. Because Gendrome just looks the same but has slightly larger front fangs. And, I mean, out of the monsters of Great Jagras, Great Gyarus, and Dodogama, they each share for the skeleton, but they all have an interesting effect to them. Great Jagras has its sort of dreadlocks look. Gyarus has its cobra appearance, and Dodogam is Dodogam. They are adorable rock puppy. So, I see this as a nice change of pace, and just out of the monsters, Dodogama is the one that has the most difference to it, since it doesn't have a pack of smaller its, like Great Jagras and Great Gearus. So that really adds to it. Plus, it's nice to have an early on monster with Blast Blight. And just, World has done well with the introductory monsters to an area. And the only sad part is there isn't one for each area. Like, we don't have a desert introducer, or... I mean, for Coral Highlands we have Zitze. And I mean, desert does have Kula, but you find Kula in the ancient forest before the desert. So it's really not a case where Kula is the introductory monster to the desert. Instead, you have Geratotus. Which I think is a good monster and fixes a decent amount of what's wrong with some Piscine Wyverns, while also keeping what Piscine Wyverns were. So, I guess it's just that Geratotus has really shown the advancement for Piscine Wyverns, whereas Levisioth really hits how much of an old monster he is with the world because of how irritating his fight is. And I know there can be those fans who enjoy fighting the older Piscine Wyverns. And I find fighting Plesioth is fun. And I know that's usually an unpopular thing, just because it's Plesioth. But I mean, there are people who actually like Kezu. So, why can't there people who genuinely like Plesioth? No. Well, now I have a choice. I can either try and hope for another monster to drop a Fey Wyvern gem, or I can just keep fighting Great Jagras. That's a tough call.
You've been tasked with investigating the new subspecies. I look forward to working with you, temporary partner.
Okay, small monster culling. Flying Wyvern, Tempered Monster, Wildspire, and Event. Now, if only I could remember if Palumu and Nightshade gave you Fey Wyvern gems. Because then I could check off the Wildfire Waste, the Nightshade Palumu, and have a chance of getting the
No problem.
Great Jagras Sword. I could also just... Oh, okay. Okay, so I can just go off and fight Nightshade, hopefully win with... what I have, and go from there. And of course, since I know what monster I'm fighting, rations replaced with energy drinks. And, oh, that's another mantle I don't have. I don't have the apothecary mantle. So I probably want to change my health booster out for something else. I'll change it out for the ghillie mantle so that then I have the ability to just run away and sleep. Or run away and hide. If it's down to being able to put on the ghillie mantle right before being put to sleep, or right before an attack that would put me to sleep hits,
Commencing the Nightshade Paolumu investigation
I think
now.
I think
The
it's
Fifth Fleet's
a
A-list
good
hunter
option.
Will take point while I keep record. The field team has
And of course,
already
I
gathered tracks.
immediately
Let's
go into
follow
the hunt
scout class.
and forget to eat. Okay, so there's also a Diablos and a Barioth. Or not a Barioth. That would really be weird. For a normal Barioth to appear in the Wildspire Wastes. So, something I realize, if you have full sleep negation on, this cutscene makes no sense, since you're immune to sleep. And to any player who would have that on during that cutscene, they'd probably end up thinking, oh, so I have a skill that doesn't stop this.
Back with us? That's a relief.
Better,
Let's continue the hunt.
a proper train of thought would be, okay, it's a cutscene, they didn't think about that. Well, okay then. Okay, now everything is perfectly in order. Hello, Nightshade. Oh. Somehow, that didn't hit. And that is how you deal with Nightshade Palumo. Just hit it out of the sky. That was a bad call on my part. I'm so happy to have gotten an airborne gem when I did. Since even just mounting the monster once can help with a hunt. Since it's just a free hit to the monster, as well as whatever minor damage you do with the knife. Oh, come on, Barrel. I mean, thank you for damaging the Nightshade, but I'd really rather you not interfere. Well, that worked out. And I just keep latching onto the tail. Trying to get as much tenderized as possible. Just opens up a world of damage possibilities. The area that it went to is perfect. All I need to do is get it to fall to the floor. But I don't really have any slinger ammo on me at the moment. Besides, it's red. Please fall to the ground. No, you enjoy staying airborne, I see. Okay. Ooh. You're no longer immune to being shot to the ground. Go forth, you little psychopaths. This is why I love this area of the map. Also, the ability to put multiple statuses on a monster. Take the time to quickly get out of there. Latch. And get hit when I can't really do much. Out of all the camps to send me to, this one. Which actually is pretty close. Thank you for your help, Baroth. Now, if you could kindly bugger off. I enjoyed your help for about 2 seconds, but you are actively hindering my ability to fight. Huh. Oh. I said for the Baroth to bugger off, not Palumo. Oh, it was calm for a moment. And this is why I always bring energy drinks. Except when I don't. And even though it was a waste, because, oh hey, I got hit immediately afterwards. I still see it as being useful. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Please, no! Well. I don't know why Nightshade does so much damage, and it could just be that I'm wearing armor that's not defending me that well. But by all means, I would love to know exactly why the combination of a fast-paced monster and sleep seems to really cause problems. I mean, toss on never landing, and I think you got a monster that has way too much. I mean, you have a monster like Urigan, which has... Actually, not Urigan. I was thinking... I mistook Uridim for the monster I was going to say, and that was Gravios. Because Gravios has poison, sleep, and fire, as well as the ability to just cause tremor. Okay. Take time, heal, and don't be reckless. Oh, Vigoroth, I thank you for your existence. Waiting for you to show me where you're going to go. I'm not sure why the Scoutflies wanted me to go such a weird and roundabout way. But then again, it's the Scoutflies. Honestly, I'm pretty sure most of the time the Scoutflies are just broken and don't actually know anything about how to get to the monster.
Let's return to Astera and prepare for the next investigation.
I mean, sometimes the Scoutflies are good. Other times they just seem to just not understand how the world works. Okay, a large wyvern gem and bunch of... Okay, so a bunch of wyvern gems, but not fey wyvern gems. Hopefully Pookie has fey wyvern gems.
One subspecies left to investigate. Just leave records and analysis to me.
Okay, at least that was a 2-for-1. Well, since I'm going to be fighting Coral Pookie, I won't need to worry about anything besides Water Blight, And I can just have the waterproof mantle and null berries for that. So, it's not going to be a problem. Okay, so waterproof mantle, vitality mantle, everything else is fine.
No problem.
I will check armor quickly. Wide range, general sleep setup, and a bit of maximum might. As well as a weakness exploit. Lake Toby. Evade extender, poison attack, constitution. Eh. Yeah, I could make something with Baroth, but I'm not really worried about it. I do just need to find a good armor set that'll allow me to survive. Two Nullberry is because I can generally find enough in the area I'm going, so... I don't know why the item bar sorts differently than the item inventory. Like, whenever you change the item inventory or head out of the quest,
Well done.
you finish,
Hey.
the item bar just seems to not want to work. I mean, I don't think I've seen the Master Rank armor for some of these monsters. So it may be worth it to do a couple of other hunts for this. Then again, it could also be worth it to just beeline it to some of the armor I know would be helpful and just deal with whatever damage I get.
Hey.
Plus, hey, in my off time, I could easily work
Hey.
on getting new armor. Same with weapons. I should set up an oven roast, though. Yeah, I should go with a fish. Probably need to do a trade-in item sale, because I had in trying to get the
Commencing
Petracanthus,
Coral Puke investigation now. The fifth
caught
fleet's
a
A-list hunter will
bunch
take
of
point
golden
while I keep
fish.
record. The field team has already gathered tracks. Let's follow the scout flies.
So I probably am sitting on a decent amount of Zenny, but I'm not too sure. I just need to figure out where Coral Puke is. Scoutflies, no. I'm pretty sure it's this way. Like, if it's in the main section of the Coral Highlands where you fight most monsters, then I should be going the faster way. But if it's... Well, generally I could get anywhere close by in less time than it would take me to get it, or the way the Scoutflies wanted me to. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I just went the faster way. I would say something about stay hydrated, bot, but I'm not sure if they're still alive at this
Do you
point.
suppose what's
They
riling them
may
up
be,
is connected to the issue with the Legiana?
but I actually have no clue. Oh hey, there's Zitza here. That is my slinger ammo. Oh. Thank you, Valen. And off the savior goes. I didn't take advantage of the flash in any way, shape, or form. But I still count Zitza as one of the greater monsters I have ever encountered. Solely because, for my experience, Zitza has only ever come to help. Like, a monster's flying way too much, Zitza's there. Well, I decided to be a bit of an idiot there. Goodbye, Ancient Potion. I really should have had my waterproof mantle on from the beginning of the fight. Elberry. And down to the fight. Okay, then. Well, it looked like I was locked on the tail, but evidently not. This works. I really want to cut off his tail so that part of the attack pattern is just gone. Or at least weakened. didn't know Bright Moss did electric damage. That works. Switch out mantle so that then I can get my water mantle, or my waterproof mantle back faster. I okay. Well, that was a mega potion just deleted because. Of course, you want to use a regular potion, and then you remember you have first aid meds, and then the game decides, oh yeah, no, you totally meant to sharpen. No, I am not wasting a first aid med plus. The Clutch Claw lock-on is slightly jank. Mostly because it seems like you lock on for about 2 seconds, and then it just stops. Okay. Thank you, Zixa. You may now leave and return to whatever you were doing before. I always forget which ledges have, or which climbable ledges have the get up about halfway or just ignore the climb entirely wedge beetles. As the general indication and of where that is, it's a bit hard to tell without just looking up. Okay, just... I'll just phase between reality and the monster. I'm fine with that. And yeah, no, I thought I was safe. I was wrong. Why do I keep doing that to myself? Well, hopefully I don't faint again, because I would really like to not waste a ticket on fainting. And I'm really being put into perspective either how much I really should just grit. I was going to say grab, then I changed my mind and was going to say get, and the two just kind of combined. So I should probably upgrade to some high rank, out of my high rank armor into my master rank armor, so that then I'm not facing this kind of beat down. I paused there because I started to go and focus. Since I would have appreciated it if you made up your mind of whether or not you're flashing the damn monster. Okay. I love how I decided that capturing them is going to make this faster and easier since I don't have to finish the fight fully. And in this case, it's probably the only way for me to not end up failing. Because the chances of me messing up are probably way too large without trapping it. So
Data compiled and mission complete.
that probably
I'm beginning to believe there is some connection to these
this has
subspecies
told
in the
me
red
I
Lorna.
really need to just get a set of master rank armor and not really worry about the skills. Because although the skills from the set I'm currently using have helped, man, the amount of damage I've been taking is not worth it. And if the master rank armor, or that I could have gotten, just doesn't cut it defense-wise in equivalence to what I have now, I then have to wonder, are the monsters just that damaging?
Good work out there. Splendid job.
Okay, now I get to head back
I'm
to
just glad to be
Celiana.
of help. Shall we return to Celiana?
Huh? Okay, research level I need to see. Okay. Yeah, there are a few monsters that I don't have anything on. Or basically nothing. So, out of all the monsters I could fight currently, I'm not sure which one's armor would be the best for what I'm going to have planned. Just because I want something that's survivable and hopefully the skills help. Okay. Sleeve stuff isn't that bad. Palumu gives me windproof stamina surge. That's pretty okay. Artillery, which I don't really care about. Wrath Heart for tool specialist is pretty nice. And the Fade extender helps. But the focus on poison and duration up from the general Rathian set doesn't really play into what I do. So that's kind of lost. Anjaneth with fire damage. Not really that important. Coral Pookie armor. Oh, I could get crit draw. Power prolonger doesn't really matter with my weapon. So I could switch that out. Could just do without the waste and have it switched to something else. And honestly, for item prolonger, some item effects last longer. Also doesn't really help me that much. So basically, the top two parts would probably... Okay, yeah, seeing the armor or value for that really does help me realize I am in no way, shape, or form in armor that is on par with this. Because this is almost double what my armor is. And hey, I'm only missing about 2 attack boost. So, I think that's actually pretty decent of a swap there. Now I just need to find something that could complement it. Like Agitator. Agitator would be pretty nice. What else could I toss in? If that didn't have the water attack, I'd probably go for it. And I mean, water attack on its own isn't that detrimental to me. It's just, if it was the skill that was lowered in the beta, it would be so insane. Arms. Let's I could grab Coalescence or Divine Blessing from one of these. Oh, that would be the thing. I could grab... stuff from these. Like, I could grab Coalescence, which can be helpful since it's after recovering from blights or abnormal statuses. So if I'm recovering from stuff more often than not, I'd end up getting a plus from this. So crit draw being there. Oh, but the head is what's giving me the 2. Eh. Getting 2 focus from that. Already have the chest piece. So... yeah, I could grab the waist, so that then I have a better constitution. Yeah, I think that's worth it. So now all I need is legs, arms, and head. And out of all the arms I have options for, I could grab crit boost from Kula. I mean, it's only a single crit boost. Don't want free element. Evade extender and recovery up wouldn't be that bad. Oh, or I'd go for the Kestodon Guards Beta, get full focus and affinity sliding. I have a few skills that are left out, but then I could gem in some nice stuff. For once, the Kestodon equipment seems to have a purpose. So, I think I'd focus on getting the armor before continuing on, because, oh, if I continue on, it is just going to be painful. And it gives me a chance for the extra Great Jagras Mane and the extra Fey Wyvern. Not the extra, the Fey Wyvern gem. Let's see. That's going to wait until I have more of the armor. That's going to be one of the bigger ones I need to get. That I could grab now. And I'd be losing out on the 2 focus I have for a bit. I think everything would end up fine. Besides, I can fix what I have right now. So, I can toss in the 2 attack jewels to get myself some extra damage. I can toss in a resistor jewel for what it's worth. The Mire Walker jewel, so that when I fight Juratotus, I don't have to worry about that. The protection jewel, because why not? I'm getting divine... oh wait, I thought I was getting divine blessing from something else. Oh, it's just multiplying it because of such. So 2 slot. I could slot in the flight jewel and keep that. And I think I do just keep the earplugs 3. Just so that then I have that extra, can get out of the stun faster. Actually, at this point, this time of day, if I do go on a Jagras quest, it should immediately be night. I just wait a bit for the Jagras to eat something, and then I should be able to capture myself a Necker. Not going to use a ticket for this because I'm not sure how much I'm going to have to fight it. But I'm mostly going to quickly fight a Kestodon, get that out of the way, and then immediately go on to fight the Jagras. Yeah, I think I'm good. And I need to fix my item bar. I wish you could tell it. Just keep it sorted like this. Okay, so I know where the Jagras is. I'm just going to wait for him to do what he'll do. It should turn to night soon. And in that time, I'm going to go over and take care of the Kestodon for the arms. And also grab some research points in the meantime. So, off. That's... Is the Kestodon bigger than normal? Oh. Thanks, Fallen. Definitely don't need its hide and scales for anything. Okay, 2 more husks, and then I have exactly what I need. And that's good. Now I head to the Jagras Den. Oh, I don't have a ghillie mantle. Kind of forgot about that. And I don't necessarily need a ghillie mantle for the plan I have, but it would help. And upgrading the ghillie mantle would just be icing on the cake for what I could do. Just because the gem slots you get from it, as well as I think it increases the amount of time you can use the tool. So now... it should eat... Yep. Eats a Castodon. I disappear. Then it should return to feed its Jaglings. And I have successfully caught it. Okay, now. Hello there. This is probably a really bad idea. But it worked out. Right, Moss? Jagras footprints. And now a blind Jagras. I really have no clue how good of an idea this is, or how bad of an idea it is. Oh, okay. This is the weirdest Jagras hunt I have ever done. That was just me being an idiot. Come back here and face your fate at the hands of a greatsword. Oh, I didn't think this through. And I have no clue what just happened. Sophie, as much as I appreciate you being here, could you please not be here? Okay, thank you for sticking around to, break Great Jagras' face. I assume that is what you broke. Why? That's a whole new level of true charge slash failing. That was the monster taking the blow of the true charge slash by pushing the monster that was meant for the true charge out of the way. This must be very thrilling gameplay right now. And much like Zam, you will stay the way you are even at the end of the quest. Ah, man. You were hoping for a Fey Wyvern jump. Oh. Well, that's a decent gem.
I'm just glad to be of help. Shall we return to Celiana?
Let me think.
Oh my, how wonderful!
Well, let's make the arms. I'm going with the beta for the one focus, since with the Juratotus legs, I'll get 2. And thinking about it, I could go for the alpha, have 2 1 slots, still get 2 focus and 1 affinity, and not have to fight Juratotus. But then I have to figure out what I'm going to do for anything else. Like, what would I do for the legs instead then? At least with the Juratotus Alpha, I get a 2 slot. And 2 focus. Whereas with this, I just get the 2 1 slots and an infinity sliding with 2 focus. And either one, I get a 4 and a 1 slot for either of the betas. So I... in my thinking, a 2-slot would be good because of the whole Elementalist Jewel being a 2-slot gem. But 2 1-slots are better because I could put more in there, and generally there are some more 1-slot gems that I would rather have. What was Coral Pookie's head like? Okay, so it's a 1 or a 4-slot, so if that was a 2-slot, I could go with the arms, go with the beta legs for Juratotus, and then be basically at the same point, but better gem slot. So okay, so now my defense is decent. And I do need to fix decorations. Since now I have access to 4 slots, I could toss in this Crit Eye Jewel. Or I could toss in a Stamina Surge and Constitution. I could also go with more earplugs. Generally, I don't care about having earplugs. Crit Eye would be better since it actually works with affinity sliding if I get the right stuff. Then I can really play around with this. For now, I will put in the Mirewalker Jewel, keep the 2 attack jewels where they are. Since I'm going to lose all the attack I have, I might as well keep those in for now so that I have attack 4 for the extra 5 affinity. Earplugs Jewel, I would love to replace that with something better. So I should upgrade my armor now if I'm capable. Just drop it down to there. So at least my defense was raised as much as I could. Now I just need to go after Juratotus. And thankfully there's a quest for that. Thinking about it, that camp's actually closer. Going with that. Yeah, I have that set up. I need to change the equipment from the ghillie mantle to the waterproof mantle so that then I have that in case I need it. Decorations are all good. Just in general, sell all the trade-in items now. Trying to think of what else there is that I need to do, and I think there's nothing really. I can't remember if there's special ingredients for harvesting stuff in this. Or in Master Rank. I'm going to assume that would be a yes since the wild fruit. That I just never got the rare thing from high rank for wild fruit, or not wild fruit, the tough skin fruit. I put on the wrong mantle. Helps. Okay, well, getting extra flood stacks from this should help. Switch over to the waterproof mantle. So yeah, general problem I have with anything to do with the slinger. Wanted to hook onto a wedge beetle while chasing down a monster? Well, good luck with that. You're going to lock it immediately onto the monster because the camera and the clutch claw hate each other. Thank you, Baroth. Who needs to see an epic battle when there's an Apsaros here? I mean, come on, Apsaros are naturally born to hate everything, so why wouldn't they be here and interfere? Thank you for the materials, I am off now. Okay. Oh. Damn it, C. Renaplos slash Bufango. No, I'm not surprised at that point. I am ticked at the whole, oh hey, enjoy bouncing off the monster continuously. The fact you didn't immediately get enraged makes me happy. Thank you, Geratotus. I'm not sure why I keep messing that up. I know which one is which, I just seem to remember one over the other. One has an easier name to remember. not sure why that happens. Every so often, while you're locked onto a monster and doing a charged attack, just every so often, the decision of how your turn works seems to be reversed. And I always get confused because it's not consistent. Oh, and you're aggravating. Hey, man. There we go. Now get over here. The capture dance always works. Always. Even when it doesn't work, it works. Okay, large wyvern gem. That is useful. I'm not sure what ticket I just got, but hopefully it's also useful. Ooh, power prolonger and tool specialist. That feels like a longsword thing. Like power prolonger for keeping the spirit gauge, and tool specialist to refresh something like the evasion mantle, probably. I don't know much about longsword and world.
I'm just glad to be of help. Shall we return to Celiana?
Good luck.
Okay.
Let me think.
Okay, the fact that that's just a hunt quest. That's insane, especially considering there's no real condition besides the max 2 players. What is this? I didn't get enough Juratotus material to make the legs, did I? Ah. Well, hey, at least I only need some basic materials. Well, actually, I don't know if the grand pins are basic materials. Okay, master rank. Well, since I know I'm probably going to grind more, I might as well change Fallen over to the Plunder Blade. I'm trying to think of what I need to do now. I mean, the weapon would be a good thing. I need to definitely work on getting the armor.
I'm just glad to be of help. Shall we return to Celiana?
I definitely should get the Juratotus leg as soon as possible, just so that then I have focus. I need to talk to the ecologist. I never really bothered to remember a lot of the NPCs' names, just because I don't really talk to any of them long enough to grow connected.
Huh?
Yeah, the chief ecologist. So do I know enough about Juratotus? No, I do not know. So I need to break the chest as the most likely thing that will net me the materials I want and need. Well, one more question shouldn't hurt. Ooh, this might be a pure crystal. Ah. I knew why I got them out. But I'm not going to question it enough to seem ungrateful. Back here. Now. Damn it. I don't like monsters that seemingly only exist to knock you down. It gets on my nerves after a while. You won't be able to shake me this time. Cool. That was a hopeful greatsword attack. Wow, I just got absorbed into that. shoulder is mightier than anything that exists. Except a tower shield. A tower shield is mightier than the shoulder. As it can defend everything except an apocalyptic meteor. Okay, so which way are you going? Oh, you're just going to chase after me. Okay, then. Follow me onto this ledge. Do it. Come on. Just had to wait long enough. Okay, now I just hope that was enough. Flinch free and recovery up. That can be useful.
I'm just glad to be of help. Shall we return to
The
Celiana?
Argosi's back.
Let me think.
Piles. Since I'm not going anywhere near the Coral Highlands for high rank, I might as well just switch it over to the mining outcrops. Yay, I have enough.
You know something else?
So close. So close to being amazing.
Ahoy, Fiver!
Okay, equipped. So now all I'm missing is the head. That'll lose me to weakness exploit, and the earplugs. Doesn't really matter. Then I just need to gem everything correctly. So at this point, I've lost the 4 attacks up, so don't need those. Don't need that. I have the flight jewel. I have the earplugs jewel, level 3. I forgot to check if the chest had that. So yeah, I could have switched it around and had probably better gem slots than what I have now. But there can be other good level 2 gems. I mean, hey, now I can have both the flight and the eventual non-elemental gem. Out of everything. Definitely want to grab Resistor because it's just good. I can grab the Protection Jewel because it's also just good. Just going to toss in what I can. Right now, versus Thunder isn't that great, but I don't have a Thunder Resistance Jewel. I could toss in the 2 attack just because why not? Is Venom back good if I have a poison weapon? No. This can be good if I'm going to an area that has a lot of gathering, but toss in a Pep Jewel as well as an Antidote Jewel, just so that then I can manage from now. My items are, well, my skills are a hodgepodge of a lot that I've been focused on, but also just a lot that are at the first level. Focus being at 3 is good. Constitution 3 is also nice. Quick Sheath is just... It will allow me to take full advantage of what I have. Crit Eye 2 is helpful. Weakness Exploit is going to be cut, and honestly, it's not actually that helpful for me unless the monster is tenderized. Poison Resistance is temporary, Sleep Resistance temporary, Earplugs temporary, Blight Res. I would love to get a full Blight Res, because I love having that. Water Attack doesn't matter. Power Prolonger doesn't matter. And sadly, I'm stuck with those. I would love to have just the skills I want to focus on. But hey, I can technically switch out to Longsword and still get a bit of a boost from this. Crit Draw wouldn't help with that much. Airborne, nice to have, not really necessary. Divine Blessing, just filling in for stuff. Affinity Sliding, stuck with it, but it can be good. If I swap over to Hammer, that's just damage increased, as long as there's a nearby slide. So, let's head back to Celiana, get the probably cutscene out of the way, and then I'm going to end the stream at that point. And after what I'll assume to be a cutscene to happen. Since yeah, I've been going for a while.
Welcome back. Do you have a minute?
Well, not necessarily
The weather report states that the hinterlands is due for a blizzard soon.
a
If we're going to find
cutscene,
them,
but
we'd best hurry.
still. Seems like this is as good of a time to stop as possible. Well, not yeah, I definitely need to stop soon. Just I'm losing my ability to talk. But of course there are people that I need to talk to. I mean, technically I don't
reminds me.
need to
Get
talk
it
to
done for
them,
me, will
but
ya?
I really should, just to get it out of the way.
Stay tough.
Good to see you. Well, thanks in advance.
So that should be everybody talked to. So yeah. Thank you for watching, and if you're on YouTube watching the VOD, I hope you enjoyed, and definitely check out the live stream, even if you want to see it in person live. Well, not in person. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.